And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Counter play with Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Raiders at 7 and 8 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 13. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Now back to throw. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deebo Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down.
Slant to Adams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the one.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep with the switch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Highsmith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On second down, this is Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They hand this off to Harris. Gets around him.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 19-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They run again with Harris. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Try to run for it with Jacobs.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They will run the draw with Jacobs. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They run straight ahead here with White. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination